Hi and welcome to the Magic Uncut Unlisted tutorial for the Impromptu Out of This World. If you're watching this, you've either been sent the link because you've asked to learn the trick, because you've watched the performance on my channel, or I've sent you it privately. This is an unlisted video, but I have decided to put the link to it in the original performance, so if you're in the description you might have arrived at it that way. If you've been sent it and you haven't actually watched the performance, then pause this video, go to the description, and in the description for this tutorial will be a link to the actual performance of the effect. Okay, now a little bit history before we start. When I was I probably was just in the early teens, I went to Blackpool, and in the magic shop on the South Pier they were selling books on magic, and there was a pamphlet there, Paul Curry's Out of This World. It was a photocopied, well I don't even think it was photocopies back then, it was printed, and I learned the trick, and since I've learned that trick it's developed over the years into what this is now. Okay, now why I do it all the time is because it literally is an impromptu trick. This can be done with a borrowed deck. There doesn't even need to be a full deck, so you can be just given a deck of cards, and sometimes the cards are really sticking together and they're difficult to use for to perform any sleight of hand, but you can go straight into this effect. And what you do is you hand the cards out to the spectator and you say you're going to do a little experiment, and will they give them a shuffle, and they can genuinely shuffle and cut the cards. You say what you're going to do is take out two marker cards, a black one and a red one. I use the queens, but you can use anything. What you're going to do is you're going to go through, and if let's suppose we're going to use the jacks. There's the jack, a black jack, and I'm looking for a red one. And there's a red one. Now, in the guise of doing that, what you're doing is you're looking at the bottom half of the deck and you're looking for what the predominant colour is. So there's a lot of red there, then a few blacks, then red, and then... So the predominant colour, I would say, in the bottom half of that deck is red. Okay? So you're going to use the blacks, the opposite, the less predominant colour, because that'll get you to a block of one colour quicker than if you're using the predominant colour. So if the predominant colour is red, you're going to use the blacks. If the predominant colour is black, you're going to use the reds. If it looks pretty much even mix, you can either say to them, right, what I want you to do is shuffle the cards and then show them again, but I don't think that's necessary. I would just go into the effect, pick either red or black. It just means that it's going to take you longer to get to a block of all the same colour, right? So we've decided red's the predominant colour here, so we're going to start with black. And what I do is I go through, I get to the first black and I put it like that, and I always put it so it's towards the red but slightly pointing towards the black. Now it's 50-50 they're going to get this right. So you say, I'm going to try and influence you, is it black or is it red? If they say black, you turn it over and say, that was very good, you got that straight away, very well done, and you put it on there. And then you say, but did you notice I had it pointing towards the black card? That's just a freebie. You're getting one, right? If they say it's red, you'll say, well, notice I put it next to the red, so I might have been influencing you that way, but you don't show the card. So either way, you've looked as if you've influenced them. Then you get, well, in this case it's falling where there's two together. So you've got to jam this. I'll take two out and I'll say, I've got two here, one of them's black, one of them's red, which one's the red, right? And as I say that, I'm going to gesture like this, just to make it look as if I'm trying to influence them. Of course, it doesn't matter which one they say black and which one they say red, because they're all black, every single card. So let's have a look and see what the setup is now. Now automatically, look at, because I've took the less predominant colour, I'm getting to a block of colours. And here, oh, now we've got a lot here. What I'll sometimes do is, I know I've got three here, so I'll take these two and I'll say, again, I'm going to do exactly the same. One of them's black, one of them's red. Which one's black? That one, and that one's red. And then what I'll do is I'll take that block of three and I'll say, this time I've got two of one colour, one of the other colour, right? So what do you think the predominant colour is? The one that's the most, and I'll say black. I'll say, so two of these is black and one of them is red. Which one do you think's black? And you can actually show them because it's going to be right if they say them two or if they say them two. It's up to you. I don't overdo that because you can only show one colour. But let's suppose they say they think it's red and they think these are the reds, and you'll put them there. And of course it doesn't make any difference because it's all black. Right, so now let's go through. This is of the exposed view. You do it up here. You don't let them see what you're taking out. Again, there's two of blacks, and what I'll say, I don't need to mix these because they're both the same colour, either black or red, and whatever they say, you put them down. We're now in the position where I'm getting to a block of black cards here, and I'm going to take maybe 3, and I'm going to say, and this time, 2 of them are the same, one of them's different. Which 2 are red? Now you can do that. Let's suppose there wasn't many reds and you wanted more on the reds. You can say which 2 are reds, and what that does is you're getting more on the red than the black. Oh, that makes sense, because what you want to do is try to keep the same amount of cards here and the same amount of cards here. Now these are correct, these are wrong, right? Okay. And again, I'm going to go through and I'm going to take the last 2, which is them 2 there, and again this time I'll say one of them's black, one of them's red, and it doesn't matter which ones they put. Now if you look at the deck now, we're at the point where we've got a lot of reds here. So I'll go, remember this is all done up here. You're looking as if you're taking the cards out. You don't let them say what you're taking out, obviously. So I get to where my block of red is, and I'll say I'm going to try something a bit different. And what I do is I take a finger break there, and then I turn the deck over and I transfer that finger break, a little finger break, and then I cut the deck into 2 halves. Now I know these are all red, and I know these are a mix of cards. So what I do is I say, right, we're going to show you, you thought they were all black and you thought they were all red, and we're going to do something slightly different. It's very important you bring the marker cards to the top at this point, and what you do is you shuffle these and you shuffle these. You say, we're going to take my influence out of it, so just point at any half. Now if the point of this half, which is the mixed half, you say, I just want to show you it's a random mix of cards, right? Okay. And I'm going to take this random mix of cards that we don't know, and we're going to go and keep them face down. Right, what you've done is you've forced these, right? If they pick this one, you'll say, oh, you want this one, we'll put that out to the side because that's what we're going to use, and I want you to see these are a random mix of cards. So it doesn't matter which pack they pick, they'll always finish up with that through Magician's Choice, right? Okay, so these are discarded. You then give these another shuffle and you say, this time I'm going to put them on face down, and you're going to guess. Then you say, but I'm going to make it harder for you. I'm going to swap the marker cards. You're not actually making it harder for them. You're actually making sure this is definitely in the right order and this is in the wrong order because they're the wrong way around. So then they'll say, oh, I think that one's red, I think that one's black, I think that one's black, I think that one's black, I think that one's red, 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 black, red, red, I think that one's black, that one's red, that one's black, that one's red. Okay? Another little thing you can do when you're pulling the cards out at the initial stage, you can put the card down and you can say it's a court card. Therefore, it has other colours in it, so that's going to make it harder for you to work out is it black or red. That's just a little thing I sometimes do. Right, so you know these are right, and you know these are wrong. And then what you do is you say, remember, the cards were just in a random order. If they haven't put many on here, you can go back into picking cards out, but take obviously red cards out. And again, if I took a red card out like that, I'll say, now this is a court card. It has lots of colours. Do you think it's black or red? It doesn't matter which they say because they're going on to red cards, and there you go. Right. So what you do is you'll say, will you put your finger on those, and you take these and you spread them out and you say, look at, and you turn them over and you say, those are all the red cards, and there's the red marker, and look at, these are all the ones that you thought were black. right? And then you get this, and you turn it. You don't turn it over like that because they'll be wrong. You turn the whole lot over, and you spread it out. Now there is a discrepancy, but they don't normally notice it. And you say these are the ones you thought were black, and there's the black marker, and these are the ones that you thought were red. And now what we have is reds and blacks where they should be, and reds and blacks where they should be, with the marker in the middle. It looks impossible. It looks beyond the realms of chance. There's a little bit of influence in there, and then a little bit of chance. And trust me, it gets absolutely awesome reactions. It can be done at any time, so you can do this with your own deck at any time. You can do it with a borrowed deck at any time. It does require you to jazz it a little bit, you know, when you're pulling these cards out. Start off by just doing one card at a time till you can get, and then pull a couple of cards out and see one of them's black, one of them's red. You'll get into a way of being able to jazz it and get the reactions that I get from it. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it's informative. And if you're not a subscriber and you've landed on this video, go to the channel and get a subscription on there because there's loads of magic on there and loads more magic to come. Thank you.